We are all the hero of our own story. You ever think about the fact that when you're at the dinner table and you're telling a story about something that happened at work today that got you frustrated, that exact person who you're frustrated with, they're at their dinner table somewhere else telling the exact same story. But let me tell you this, they're not the bad guy in that story. They are not the bad guy in that story. We are the heroes of our own stories. The way we tell our stories puts us in a good light. And not because we're trying to intentionally manipulate the story. Not because we're trying to make it sound like we're the good guy. We tell it that way because that's how we see it. What I want to challenge you around is I want to challenge you around shifting your perspective. When you have that story, that drama, that experience, and you want to share it, I want you to step into the other person's shoes, the bad guy in your story, right? I want you to step into their shoes, and I want you to think about what could be true from their perspective. What could this story look like from their perspective? Because when we consider it from someone else's point of view, it opens up a whole new world of how this looks for them, of where their emotion came from or where their recommendation came from. That is when we start to truly expand the effectiveness of our relationships. And I'm not saying you have to agree with what they did. I'm not saying that you have to agree with what they said or how they handled the situation. All I'm asking for is for you to shift your perspective. Just for a moment. What needs to be true for them to feel that way? What needs to be true for them to have said that? Are they out there trying to destroy the project, the situation, the relationship? Or are they out there doing the best that they can? When we start shifting up our perspective, it expands our understanding. It doesn't need to change our mind. Just needs to expand our understanding. So as you lead, as you think about how you're interacting with others, I want you to do that. I don't want you to say I'm sacrificing my perspective. I want you to expand that perspective to include where others might sit, where others might be experiencing.